Have you ever watched someone you love slowly disappear from your life without leaving their chair? In 2025, over 1/3 of seniors wake up each morning to complete silence. No phone calls, no visitors, no meaningful conversations. It's not just loneliness anymore. It's a hidden epidemic that increases their risk of heart disease and depression while quietly destroying the lives of millions of older adults. What's even more heartbreaking is that most families don't realize what's happening until it's too late. These aren't just statistics. They're real people facing invisible struggles that nobody talks about. Today we're exposing the 12 daily realities that seniors are living through right now, starting with the most surprising one. The silent epidemic of digital isolation. Julie sits at her kitchen table every morning with her coffee and watches her phone stay silent. She knows her family is talking. She knows they're sharing photos of her great-grandchildren's first steps, planning surprise birthday parties, and discussing holiday arrangements. She knows because when she finally gets that weekly phone call from her daughter, she hears fragments of conversations that happened days ago in group chats she can't access. Her son set up a smartphone for her 2 years ago with the best intentions. He showed her how to make calls and take pictures, but when he tried to explain group messaging, video calls, and family sharing apps, her mind went blank. The buttons seemed to multiply before her eyes. The screen moved too fast. Every tap brought up something unexpected. She nodded and smiled, pretending to understand, but when he left, she put the phone in a drawer and went back to her old flip phone. Technology became the family's primary language, while Julie remained fluent only in phone calls and face-to-face conversations. Her granddaughter sends videos to the family chat that everyone finds hilarious. Her nephew shares job updates and relationship news in real time. Her great-grandchildren's soccer games get live commentary from parents who can't attend. Julie discovers these moments happened when someone mentions them in passing during her scheduled phone calls. But by then, the excitement has faded and the moment feels stale. Research shows that 54% of older adults feel socially isolated, and Julie experiences this reality daily. These aren't seniors who refuse to adapt. These are grandparents who want desperately to stay connected, but find themselves locked out of the digital spaces where their families now live. Julie's isolation compounds when she misses her grandson's college graduation announcement because it only went to the family group chat. She finds out 3 weeks later during a routine call from her daughter, who assumes she already knows. The shame burns in her chest as she realizes she missed sending congratulations, missed asking about his plans, missed being part of the celebration in real time. Her granddaughter's engagement photos circulated for days among family members who commented and shared excitement, but Julie saw them for the first time printed out and handed to her during a visit. The cascading effects multiply. Birthday reminders now come through calendar apps and group chat notifications. Family reunions get planned through shared documents and polls. Emergency updates about health scares or urgent news spread instantly through family networks. But Julie remains in the dark until someone remembers to call her directly. She becomes the afterthought, the person who gets filled in later rather than included in the moment. The shame she carries grows heavier each day. Julie worked as a bank teller for 37 years, managing complex transactions and helping customers with financial technology. She raised 4 children, managed a household budget, and navigated every challenge life threw at her. But now she feels stupid because she can't figure out how to join a video call or respond to a text message with a photo attached. The woman who taught her children to be resourceful and figure things out now feels too embarrassed to admit she needs help with something her 8-year-old great-grandson does effortlessly. Her body begins responding to this digital isolation in ways she doesn't immediately connect. Her sleep becomes restless as she lies awake wondering what family news she missed that day. She checks her old flip phone repeatedly, hoping for calls that don't come because everyone assumes she's connected to the family chat. Her appetite decreases as meals become solitary experiences without the social connection that digital communication provides for her family. She finds herself feeling anxious about family gatherings, worried she'll reveal how much she doesn't know about recent family events. The physical symptoms intensify when she realizes her family's communication patterns have completely shifted. Her daughter used to call twice a week, but now calls every other week. because she stays updated on Julie's life through brief responses to family group messages. Her son assumes she's seeing the photos he shares of his kids because he posts them to the family chat daily. The grandchildren think she's not interested in their lives because she doesn't respond to their messages with heart emojis and encouraging comments like everyone else. A cruel misunderstanding develops that neither side recognizes. Julie's family believes she prefers traditional phone calls and doesn't want to be bothered with constant digital communication. They respect what they perceive as her preference for less frequent, more meaningful conversations. Meanwhile, Julie interprets their reduced phone calls as evidence that they don't want to talk to her anymore. She assumes they find her boring or burdensome, not realizing they think they're being considerate by not overwhelming her with technology. The emotional distance grows as Julie becomes increasingly disconnected from the daily rhythms of her family's life. She misses the small moments that build intimacy, the shared jokes that develop over time, the ongoing conversations that create closeness. When she does talk to family members, she feels like an outsider catching up on stories rather than someone who's been part of the ongoing narrative. Julie's situation represents a massive shift in how families communicate, and millions of seniors find themselves on the wrong side of this digital divide. The technology that promises to connect families is actually creating unprecedented isolation for the generation that needs connection most. These seniors aren't rejecting modern communication out of stubbornness. They're drowning in complexity while their families assume they're choosing simplicity. The most heartbreaking aspect of Julie's story is how easily it could be solved. Patient teaching, simplified communication plans, and family members who understand the learning curve could bridge this gap. Voice-to-text features, large button keyboards, and simplified messaging apps designed for seniors offer pathways to inclusion. Video calling tutorials, family tech support sessions, and gradual introduction of new features could help seniors like Julie rejoin family conversations. But pride prevents Julie from asking for help, and assumptions prevent her family from recognizing her isolation. She continues sitting at her kitchen table each morning, drinking coffee in silence while her family shares their lives in digital spaces she can't access. The connection she craves exists just beyond her reach, blocked not by physical distance but by the fear of admitting she needs help learning the language her family now speaks fluently. Yet